It's never fun to not be able to sleep. You know, last night I had a really hard time getting to sleep because my wonderful cats were having a wonderful time all the way until 6 in the morning. And they were having such a wonderful time that I was having a really hard time getting to sleep. When things control us, when things are dominant on our mind, it can be really hard to get to sleep until we get the issue resolved. In his discussion on wisdom, Solomon talks about the wicked and how their evil has such a control over them that it can get to the point where the wickedness that has control of their heart has such a profound power that they would lack the ability to sleep until they had a chance to exercise the evil that has control of their heart. We see this in Proverbs, the 4th chapter, beginning with advice to do not enter the path of the wicked, and do not proceed in the way of evil men. Avoid it, do not pass it by. Turn away from it and pass on, for they cannot sleep until they do evil, and they are robbed of sleep until they make someone stumble. They're robbed of sleep until they make someone stumble. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And the path of the righteous is like the light of the dawn. By contrast, the path of the righteous is like the light of the dawn that shines brighter and brighter until full day. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know over what they stumble. But it's this phrase up here that has really caught my attention, that the wicked are robbed of sleep unless they can make someone stumble. That's control. That's absolute control. To have something so dominant over you that you cannot even sleep until you have had a chance to give yourself over to it a little bit. It's absolutely not part of the will of God. It's absolutely not part of the desire of God that we would love and cherish sin, that we would love and cherish sin, that we would love and cherish wickedness to the point where we would be deprived of sleep until we were given a chance to exercise our sin. It's my prayer that God would save each and every one of you from having that type of sin dominating over your life. If any of you find yourselves trapped, if any of you find yourselves in bondage, Jesus can deliver you. The Holy Spirit can free you from any trap to sin, from any trap of perversity. God does not desire that we live in sin. Jesus didn't die so that we would be saved in our sin, but from our sin. I'd encourage you to go to God, to pray to God about your sin, and pray honestly to God about your sin. Pray about what it is that you like so much about your sin. Pray to God about how you want to do His will. You may want to do your will in the flesh, but your spirit desires to do His will. And I would encourage you to ask God to take the power over your life, to take the control over your life, so that, like the righteous, you would be shining bright every day, growing and glowing more like Jesus, growing and glowing more like the child of God that you want to be. God bless.